potential bye week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on the 5th-ranked team in the
I missed this blue ball.
EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
I remember when they glitched out and used to be able to put you in the blue against your teammates.
Hey, Mir.
Yeah.
You ain't take no bit?
Oh, God.
He gets a block.
You said something?
Oh, we know the routine. We know the routine.
Mir, red light alone. Yes, leave it alone.
They challenge this crowd to bring
Turn it back up.
I'd say they're doing that. Lost a throw on 1st down off the play fake.
We know the routine.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute show.
It's basically all the same.
Why are they acting like everybody's slow in the league?
Monolithic, vertical.
Oh, you had that
Find out
layup.
who you are. Find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs.
Ain't no way. I hit every shot.
Find out who's mentally
Pickaroo.
Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
We're playing against all these. All these people got these ranked world qualifiers. All
They've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys. If he doesn't appear on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The offense will have to use its first timeout.
Oh, you only got an SMG.
Oh, that's a foul.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
I just remember, I think they made it so you can't buy your separate weapons since they changed the box station.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Cross to the 30, he's got away. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Dogs hunkering down
on your bed, bro.
Down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
No, I died over
Solid
here.
pick up of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking
Oh
for
my
space.
goodness.
And they'll bring him down.
Show me your
Not
speed.
before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the offense
Show me your
speed. So
speed.
they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Luke don't
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They've been running it, but now the pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I don't remember them buses being blown up.
Miro.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Feeling some
Those
heat.
things could be blowing up.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
They're going to build in the bait on so couldn't stop them.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
I heard him sliding. I thought I heard somebody slide.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Still running at the 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got
that room you in there, not need to be that bright.
For defenses all year long.
After that,
it took them that long to kill you.
Just about set to kick it away again.
You almost killed one of them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Dogs will hustle to the line.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships.
Just plowing ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
On third down, he drops to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
It's like 4 scavengers at quarry. 5 scavengers.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Here's another
Got
one.
some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13.
One more.
The run from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him
Ain't got
down.
no plate. Crawl inside the building.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Well,
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
dang, why you didn't call back over in the building? I was
Doses him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead.
What's the scope?
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive.
What's the
And
scope?
the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
I know this man ain't got his loadout already.
God damn, Zay.
On the move from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15.
You open this
Penn
club
State
like you get
sends
no
the
money?
offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something
Somebody
together to
chasing him.
answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's running in the open.
I'm about to know.
What a play there. He's
Sorry.
got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
How many was it?
Nigga just ran out
The
the paint,
Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal.
Shot, mark me a
They'll
box
try to
station.
get it in with the run. Strikes the blow. And he runs it in for the score.
Do it.
Touchdown, Penn State.
thought I used to be
This
one over
offense
here.
is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And we're all
How long
square
until
as he
everybody
sets
starts
to
camping
kick
the
it
buy
away.
station again?
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Oh, you could just press square when you open the buy station. You have to choose, and it automatically buy back.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Quick strike complete. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little
Somebody
bit
just landed by the bar.
reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field.
Hold on, I'm trying to get to the roof.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
All right, they could have flushed it.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on second down. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground.
And the pass
Hey, on your side.
picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How you die?
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion.
The nigga was behind me when I
And
laid
a good
the ball.
solid
What the
pick
fuck?
up there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, hold your breath. When this
I tried to
receiver has
jump
the
over and
football
throw it.
out
As soon
in
as he shot
space,
me, my first and
you've got to
flank.
make sure
Gosh,
you're
everybody
playing with
shoots so
outstanding
damn slow.
pursuit.
Huh?
Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't marked. Why do you
We'll
punch
take a
it
quick
sound so
break here.
loud?
2 minutes to play in the first half. Second down coming up. They'll try the run. That's 20. He's got space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Right back to the well. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Oh, my class blitzed. I forgot.
Well, they're trying to run the football.
Never mind,
There's
it's
just
not.
nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a
Marcus
fresh set with first and
Scavenger
goal.
in front of me.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's all the way
what the?
down to
Why can't he jump the wall?
electric run has them set up. They'll immediately call timeout.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. Third down, nothing open, he makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with first and goal.
And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Back to throw, it's Stewart. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forth.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime.
Yeah, why the fuck you
Here's
just
the
stand in there, bro?
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Offense set on first down.
God damn. Shot. I don't know if he's going to make it out of this.
They bring him
I got
down
one
with a
down.
solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. On second down, looking to throw. The quick out. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Going up the middle, right.
Well, I'm not sure who was
Over here,
closer
Bunny.
to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the
Be
booth.
right here.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. Question for the quarterback to stand like that one. Nice job.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out.
What?
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled.
Running toward the tape. The 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead and running around.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll give it on the counter. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll throw it. He's got it. Make it work. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal.
Right, you won the first game last time, man.
Pick. Let's go.
You won the first game last time, bro.
Pass to 50. Pass to 30. Pass to 10. And he
You won by 5, bro. You was on 13.
Lining up to tack 1 more on the lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Air Force is delivering an all-out assault offensively today, hanging points all over the Wild Blue yonder. They're up by 18 over Boston College. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see.
Yeah, so they told me he was nice.
Update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Hey, yeah, I want you to know he won the first time he played last time, and then win 6.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent too on the leaders in this huddle right now.
Oh, pick.
Lucky I'm missing 3.
Interception number 3 on the day. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
You playing with them again? Oh, you chose them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run. They're because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
What's wrong with it?
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Stewart. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them. Use the clock. Give them the underneath stuff. And
you gotta have somebody scoring come off the bench, right?
Give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point.
I do that with every team I play with, though. I have Bradley Bill come off the bench.
Tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back?
Yeah.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Who went to the next quarter?
He's looking to throw.
He like 2-3 times.
Fires left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas?
Down one.
Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Stewart. He's got his man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
I swear to
They'll use
God.
the running game on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This man shot me 3
Defense did
times.
a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out in motion. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a
Rob,
path to the end
advance the
zone.
Madden lead, bro.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
When you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football.
How you gonna say you already did and then say what Madden lead?
Mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal.
Let me see who I play, bro.
Now on the option. The
Oh,
pitch.
what the fuck?
And they're able to get him on the ground.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down, we're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Who got kicked out again?
Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day. This one from 20.
Yeah, hope I see you in the Super Bowl.
And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast.
I do.
That missed by the kicker.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The handoff keeps working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You said Wemby.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
49ers, Bengals, Raiders. 49ers.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
49ers.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
I want that boy Joe Burrow.
What the fuck kind of jump was that?
They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to throw deep
I
right
need that
side.
boy Joe Burrow.
And he makes the catch inside the 25.
I mean, it is what it is. What it is. It is what it is.
They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Don't do it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Go
He'll
ahead,
start
bro.
to return inside his
Your
spot.
spot. Get to your spot.
And the coverage team gets to return
That's all.
on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep fighting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. Don't even...
You count the 20.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
Great pass, bitch.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Please help me, Daddy.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I play on the ball. That didn't catch you. I ain't
Way
worried.
to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge.
Oh, this bum ass nigga.
Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
God damn.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I play on the ball. I play on the ball.
Got 3 on first down. It's
Oh, this. Ain't a dick, 2K.
They go to the counter. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Gabe, Vincent back to that.
Players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is.
Oh, my
They
God.
understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make
That's
big
a perfect
plays.
spot.
Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll ride his man on the outside.
Damn. You got a speed
And
burst.
he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Here comes the 2.
I play on ball.
Back to throw. It's
What is that?
setting up the screen. He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10.
Why is that thing all the way out there in the open?
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Hold on, I'm about to go get
They
it.
were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They
What's
go
up with it? Gabe doesn't play defense.
Catch the football,
Truck
secure it,
full,
We
bro.
here.
ground.
Oh,
And
this
most of the
nigga
time,
not
when
doing
you
It's
get
2
that
of
in real
them,
life.
ball game is over.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak.
One
It's
jumped out.
been done
One
before.
jumped out.
And we're seeing the identity.
Oh,
of
they
this
do damage to
team
this truck.
come
Good,
into
too.
fruition. Just
See if you can get the one
sense
that's
they're
out in
finding
open.
out who they are, what they're about,
Down him.
what they're going to do.
Nigga think he finna run a
schematically,
fast
and
break.
who their playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to
Just
grow
don't-
as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Wow,
got
making
So that's going to
myself
do it
is
for us.
crazy.
For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This
He
has
got enough
been
for a load out
another
now, too.
presentation of EA Sports College.
He got a kilo right there. You ain't use the kilo. Give me your money. I'll load out real quick.
Oh my goodness.
But these were some. These people play in those.
Oh my
on
goodness.
TV too. There's no wonder shot don't want to play no more. We playing all the sweats. All these people famous. That's like the 7th person I done seen that play. Oh, watch out! Team behind us. Team behind us. I don't know if they saw you or not.